On today's video, I'm going to show you guys how to replace a carburetor on a Husqvarna 460 Rancher. This is actually the same carburetor that's found in the 455 Rancher as well. Pretty straightforward repair. 4 screws that hold this carburetor on, plus a couple other things. I'm going to walk you guys through the video and show you how it's done. The reason I'm replacing this carburetor is the customer left fuel in there for over 5 years. The saw wasn't starting, so I did disassemble the carburetor, took a look inside, and there was quite a bit of debris in there, so I did go ahead and run it through their ultrasonic cleaner. It did not take care of the issue. It was still having intermittent running problems. It wasn't something that could be adjusted out. So on the price point of this carburetor being under $30 my cost, it made more sense just to replace the thing and start over. So with that, let's jump right in the video and I'll show you how I replaced it. Start by removing the 2 screws that hold on the air filter housing. They're about 1 inch long. In order to access the 2 bottom screws, you're going to need to take these 2 rubber pieces off. Just go ahead and take a screwdriver and push them to the side. That'll allow the air filter housing to come up so you can access the screws. Next, I'm going to remove the throttle rod. You're going to have to pry up this little blue piece. That way you're going to allow the throttle rod to be disconnected. With that disconnected, now you can reach in there and disconnect the 2 screws. These screws are going to be about 2.5 to 3 inches long. So once you get them unthreaded, you're going to have to go ahead and pull them out with some needle nose pliers. With the screws out, now you can take the air filter housing off and access the carburetor. Go ahead and disconnect the fuel line as well as the purge bulb. Go ahead and install the choke linkage back on the new carburetor, and then go ahead and seat the carburetor into place. Reinstall the fuel line before you go ahead and put the air filter housing back on. Start by reinstalling the 2 bottom screws. Make sure that everything gets aligned before you start tightening them down. You can go ahead and start tightening it. Just make sure you don't tighten it all the way down before you get the other screws started. Now reinstall the throttle lever. That white plastic end has a spot in the handle assembly where it fits into place. Now attach the throttle to the carburetor. Make sure you put that plastic piece into place and test it before you move on to the next step. Go ahead and reinstall the top screws into the air filter housing. Once that's done, go ahead and reattach the 2 rubber supports. And that's it. Go ahead and reinstall the air filter and the shroud. I hope you guys found that video helpful on replacing the carburetor. If you guys haven't already, make sure you guys like the video and subscribe to my channel. I do have lots of great content on there for repairs that come into the shop on a daily basis. So make sure you guys are checking that out, and also check out my reels. I do a lot of quick 60-second videos showing you some quick repairs and some tips that you can utilize in your shop.